So I've been using the Pixel XL2 for a few days now, and I feel like I can give you my first impressions review of it here to kind of help those out that are probably on that cusp of just hitting that buy button. Let's really start this off with the main controversial feature here, and that is the display on here. So the display on the Pixel 2 XL is kind of what I said it was when I tweeted it out here. Straight trash on me. I'm sorry. It just is for a phone that's priced at what this is. This is the most expensive model that you can get here, which is the 128 gigabyte Pixel 2 XL that you can buy. About $1,050 or so, and probably a little more or a little less depending on taxes. This is the most expensive one you can get. I am not expecting a panel like this to perform the way it does. So this is made by LG. They made the Pixel 2 XL. They're using a POLED display versus the Pixel 2, which is made by HTC, which is using an AMOLED display, most likely purchased from Samsung. The performance differences are insane. You get these yellowish tints here and there on the phone. It kind of has a little bit of yellow hue depending on what brightness that you have on it. You can see it from different angles. It kind of gets a little blue, kind of gets a little off colored. It just kind of goes in all different directions, really depending on where you hold the light. You can even get it hold into a certain tilt and it looks absolutely perfect, but then in other cases it doesn't. The performance is just so random and just not on point. It's one of the most disappointing things about this device, especially for something at this price range. You're just expecting better here with it, and it's just not where it should be. And I'm just gonna call the display what it is: straight trash, homie. And now, while I do say that, I do think that the majority of normal customers out there that are just looking to pick this up, non-techie people, are probably not even gonna notice the issues with the display. I do feel that it's good that our community is putting this out here and is saying that the display is not good and is not what it should be for the price point of this phone. I did talk to some other sort of non-techie people, showed them the phone. They were like, oh, I don't see what's wrong with it. The display doesn't bother me. But it should be noted out there that there is display issues with this, and hopefully the next version of this, when they're looking in 2018 for the Pixel 3 to Pixel 3 XL, they get a better display performance out of this. Google takes a little more care into that. So, all right, that's enough for the display. I just wanted to say straight trash, homie, once again. It just isn't what it is. Now that we got the display out of the way here, let's talk about some other things that I do like about the Pixel 2 XL. One of them being the camera. Now, the camera is a 12 megapixel shooter. It's rated really high in DOX mark, and it's, Google's bragging about it being a camera that can challenge the performance of cameras out there with dual camera setups. I don't know about that so much. It is a good performing shooter from what I noticed so far here with it. I do think it's a little bit overhyped because of the portrait mode. I think people are so much into it, which it does work really well. We'll get into that in just a second. I'll show you a couple of images here that you can see, and it does look good. It does perform well. These are just shots that I'm just taking as a normal user would. I just kind of pull out the camera, just boom, take the shot. I don't really do any more than that. And photos, for the most part, have been okay and been pretty decent, are really, really good and on par with most flagship phones out there. But we've seen so many really good cameras, especially from a dual lens setup from so many flagship phones right now, that this doesn't really stand out as impressive as Google tried to make it out to be. It just looks it does look really, really good, but not really that sort of wow that you would expect with this so far, from what I noticed. Where a lot of people are really hyping the camera is in the portrait mode, which works in the front and rear facing cameras, and portrait mode looks really, really good here. You get some really awesome shots and really line it up well. It's not perfect, and I'm not expecting this to be on a smartphone. I'm just happy we're getting even portrait mode at this level on a smartphone. It's going to get better and it's going to evolve over time, of course, but it does look really good in the rear and in the front facing camera as well too. I'm not even really a selfie person, but I've actually really liked the selfies that came out of this camera, and I think this is what's going to get a lot of people to really like the portrait mode, especially in the front facing camera. Get some really good looking selfies out there and really get better image quality out of that front facing camera as well too. So the cameras so far work really well. The video works well too with the audio paired together. So far, so good. Don't have any complaints with that. Stabilization seems to be pretty good with the combination of OIS and EIS. So far, so good with that as well too. So overall, very good camera system coming here from the Pixel 2 XL. Now let's talk about sort of the other performance here. We have a Snapdragon 835 processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM. This is running Android 8.0 Oreo, and it's pretty smooth. I haven't had any lag, any stutter, no sort of weird bugs or anything like that. It's worked pretty smooth for me for the most part. Been able to connect to Bluetooth, listen to music just fine. Sounds pretty good. Haven't had any issues with that. Still upset I can't plug in a headphone jack. I really wish I could just plug in directly. I am gonna, when I get a chance, to definitely try out the USB adapter for the 3.5mm headphone jack to see how the audio quality is from there. Haven't gotten quite to that just yet, but I will do that in my final review, kind of let you know how that works out. I do know that you can plug that into other USB device, USB Type-C devices, and it will recognize as an audio device and work, which is pretty cool and pretty good so far to see something like that. You can multi-use it there. But overall, in terms of the software, it's been pretty good. Battery life's been good as well too. I've been able to get through the day on a single charge without an issue. I've been able to lean into the next day here a little bit because standby time's been really solid on it. So I would say for battery life so far is pretty good. So overall, what do I think of the Pixel 2 XL in terms of first impressions? If you're a person that's just, you can't wait, ready to hit that buy button and grab it right away. If you are not concerned about the display and you're not concerned about a headphone jack, then go ahead and hit that buy button. You will probably enjoy the phone pretty well. It's got everything that you definitely would like inside of a smartphone. Got that stock Android experience, which is a lot of people do like out there. Got great camera system in the front and rear facing cameras as well. Solid software, good battery life, what you would expect inside of a phone. But I do have to put those caveats out there, as I said earlier, about the display not being as good as it should be for the price point that this is at, and also no headphone jack, which I'm always just gonna continue to knock. But that's my first impression so far with the Pixel 2 XL. I will do a full review a little bit later on, probably maybe about a week or so to sort of give you my final review of the whole thing. I just wanted to give you guys some of my impressions so far here with it, help those that are on the cusp of buying already, maybe wait a little longer till the final review. We'll see how that sort of goes there with that. Questions, comments, concerns, please post them below. Anything you want me to cover in the final review, post your comments below and let me know what you guys think, what you want me to check out specifically. I'll try to add that in the final review. If you want to check out all the gear that we use here in this video to do this recording, you want to thank B&H Photo for that. The links to all the gear we use here is in the video description below. Also the rest of our social media. Thank you guys for watching, and always remember to live your tech world in high definition.